3 boxes. It is, I believe it's like 10. It's different for football and baseball. We haven't opened baseball Impeccable in a while. I think it's 8 cards a box. 10 cards a box. I gotta double check. Skunk chance is very high, which is why I mentioned that skunk chance is very high, which is why we're doing the credit if you don't hit any cards. So the boxes this year, I think the coloring on the box is actually pretty dope, like the Mets colors. But Impeccable right here, 3-box case. Higher end product from Panini. I think they started Impeccable in 2023. They had it for a few years, broke off for it a few years. Every card in this is numbered to 99 or less. And let's see if it tells you the number of cards on the side before we get into it. There's always normally a lot, not most boxes, but some boxes have more or less cards, which is why they don't number them necessarily. It's at least 5 autographs per box. It's the other cards that I'm never sure about the numbering. Team list on the right, over at camera in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's for every team you have. Any team over 100 is $10 break credit. You don't get a card. Because everything is numbered, so I'm just going to did it by cards, not by hits, so we're not going back and forth about, oh, I didn't get an autograph. Because, like, you could hit, because they have bars of this, assuming they still have the silver and gold bars. You could hit a bar that's worth more than an autograph, so it's like one of those things where it's based on cards, period. The design on these are just always terrific. So we can get a redemption here. Empty box. I'm going to keep these boxes for booklets. I'll bring them to the shop. So anytime we get a booklet, I normally try to, instead of putting it in one touch and have a chance of rattling around shipping, I normally put it back into like an Impeccable or whatever style of box. We've been 18 out of 60, and that's going to be Nolan Ryan for the Rangers to start us off. These are 100s, 130s. Every card looks to be a 130, so we'll go thick sleeve there. Nolan Ryan, that classic side silhouette of him pitching. We have Paul Skeens on the 4 out of 99 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. On the Skeens for the Buccos. That's going to go to Brad Sample. We got James Wood, 4 out of 10 for the Nationals. That's to go to Chris Arndt on the James Wood. We're going to have Dylan Drayling for the Rangers, 21 out of 35 on the Illustrious Ink. First auto of the break. Hold on 1 second. Also, we got to get the prison filled by at least tomorrow. If not, I'm not going to be able to break it. Some bad news about Trinity is Leaf jacked up and it won't be there till Wednesday. So we'll do some pre-fills for Trinity tomorrow, and then Rodney will break it Wednesday as soon as it comes in. Next card up, we have Dante Nori for the Phillies. And that's going to be Mike McGarity for the Phils. Got Trey Yesavage, 16 out of 99. on the patch auto, and he's been looking nasty in the minors for the Blue Jays. The dope patch. Card art this year is fantastic. We're going to have Cliff Lee, 2008 Cy Young Award, 14 out of 99. This looks like it should be a 100-point, not 130. Oh, too tight for a 100-point. That's a skinny 100-point. Well, it's like bigger than 100-point, but like not quite big enough for 130. Cliff Lee. That's Guardians. I'm not sure Cliff Lee is on the checklist. Guardians right there. Then the Redemption Timeless Moment Signatures Hollow Gold. Mike Schmidt. That's going to go to the Phils. And Mike McGarity. So Guardians are Bo Vincent. Mike McGarity is the Phillies. As I mentioned, the rated prospects, .99, fine silver, 1 troy ounce, 20 out of 25, Seaver King. So heavy. No, just sit card there for the Nationals. That bad boy in there. For the Nationals, gonna go to Chris Arndt. And that's gonna be the first box into box 2. Sorry, it's not Leaf where they have 18 safety protocols since people jerk offs try to reseal the boxes in packs. Oh man, this one is stiff as hell too. Is this all cards? It's so you can't weigh it. Look how many extra, which is cool, I guess. It's so you can't weigh it. Look how many extra blank cards they have in there. Anybody wants to design their own Impeccable, look at these. The John Cena versions of baseball cards. If you get that joke, you get it. If you don't watch wrestling, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But we have Cam Caminetti for the Braves on the 33 out of 60. Brian Ward. We have Christian Campbell for the Red Sox, 2 out of 99. That's to the Red Sox and Kevin Dill. I do think Campbell ends up coming back up in his career and ends up being nasty, so. Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. We have a Redemption. Walker Janik. Illustrious Ink. Hollow Gold. That's going to go to the Stros. The Astros for Nicholas Vitale. And we have our first 101 of the break. Jacob Gonzalez. The Chicago White Sox. That's going to go to Kevin Dill, getting that closer's luck. patch auto. You got Kobe Mayo on the 43 out of 99. On the patch auto for the Orioles. And that's going to go to Dylan. Have Jose Canseco, 24 out of 25 for the Athletics. Going to go to Dennis. A 22 out of 22. The bookend, steroids included. Jersey number. Roger Clemens. Go to the New York Yankees and Nicholas Vitale. And we're going to have the medal. Do not peel off the protective cover. Ken Griffey Jr., the medal Impeccable. 1 out of 10. I believe these. That means there's just 10 of them made. If I'm not mistaken, that's not the serial numbering. That's actually like there's 1 out of 10 of them. Don't quote me on that, but that's how they do the stuff. That's how they number the cards for the metal football. It's actually 1 out of 10. I could be wrong, and it could be a series of 10. I got to double check the checklist, but I believe they're 1 out of 10 actually. That's going to go to the Reds and Chris Burleson. I'll double check for you, Chris. But that's how they do the elements numbering for football. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same, but the consistency with how Panini does some stuff is a little goofy sometimes. So don't quote me. That's 1 out of 10, and it's not a series of 10. I'm pretty sure it means it's 1 out of 10. Alright, how many John Cena's we got this time? Based on the one that based on there being another metal card, another 5 John Cena's. So that means it is actually numbered out of 10. Kobe Mayo, 27 out of 99. We have Augustin Ramirez. For the Marlins, out of 60. Jace Laviolette, how do you say his name? Going to the Guardians. That's who drafted him. Explain that in this and Prism. We're going to have Brandon Sproat, 62 out of 99 on the patch auto. That is nasty stuff. Sick patch. Got Torrey Hunter on the timeless moments for the Angels. And we're going to have Luis Gonzalez on the Immortal Ink. Look at how young Luis Gonzalez looks for the Astros. 21 out of 25. Got Rod Carew, 72 out of 77. For the Minnesota Twins. Back to the numbers. Oh, my bad. 1977 MVP. Rod Carew. And we're going to have Jacob Wilson, 3 out of 10 for the Athletics. Go to Dennis. On the patch auto elegance. And then last card is going to be a 43 out of 99 Yadier Molina on the metal card, stainless stars. And that's going to the Cardinals. So he's a one helmet kind of guy, and Brian Cox. That's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap. We'll just do a recap of the entire thing. For anybody that hit, congratulations. For those that didn't, I'll tally up your thing and let you know what your break credit is in direct messages. To claim the break credit, you just have to go on a break and just let me know when you're paying. We have, for whatever break you got to use break credit at, we're going to have Yadier Molina for the Cardinals, Jace out of 60 for the Guardians. We have Ramirez for the Marlins, Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Reds on the stainless stars. Mayo for the Orioles. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. And Cam Caminetti for the Braves. We have the redemption. Walker Janik for the Astros. I do really like the cards. I actually found a case of 2024 Impeccable. So last year's Impeccable. I gotta see who's all in it. I'll probably try to run it when I get back from Florida. If we, like I said, we don't get the Prism filled up tomorrow, Rodney will have to run the Prism as well. So let's get that filled up at the very least, so he doesn't have to run it. We have Rod Carew out of 77 for the Twins. Luis Gonzalez for the Astros on the Immortal Ink. We have James Wood out of 10 for the National Skeens. For the Pirates out of 99. Cliff Lee, award-winning for the Guardians. Sprout for the Mets. On the auto, we have Canseco for the Athletics. Mike Schmidt on the redemption for the Phillies. Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. Nolan Ryan for the Rangers. Drayling for the Rangers on the Illustrious. Hunter for the Angels. Nori for the Phillies. And Jacob Gonzalez, 101 for the White Sox. Trey Savage for the Blue Jays. We have the rated prospect. 1999 fine silver. 1 troy ounce Seaver King. Roger Clemens on the bookend jersey number, 22 out of 22. And then Jacob Wilson, 3 out of 10. And that's going to be the break. I appreciate y'all as always. Congratulations to hitters. For those that didn't hit, hopefully better luck next time. Appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a good night. If the Prism fills before midnight, I'll run it. If not, we'll run it tomorrow. If it's like at midnight, probably won't run it tonight anyway, just 'cause it's so late. But I'll think about it depending on how many people are up. I know a lot of you guys are like on the West Coast, so it's not terrible for you guys to be running that late. But I appreciate y'all as always. Have a good night. Be safe. Catch y'all tomorrow.